Well, the month of Ramadan, Alhamdulillah, in fact, has gone so well for us. But sadly, it is going to be over in a matter of few days. It could be in another 5 or 6 days, depending on the sighting of the moon. But it also, after Ramadan, people tend to take a break, somewhat of a break, and then go away on holidays as well. Now, one place that has been very, very popular of late has been Turkey. And we know of many, many people all the time going to Turkey. And Alhamdulillah, we have the opportunity of talking this afternoon with Nazira Mohamed, who is a manager at Avoca Travels, because they've got some exciting packages coming up as well, and embarking on an exhilarating journey through Turkey with Avoca Travels. Now, we know that many that have come back from Turkey saying that it's been wonderful, it's been an unforgettable adventure, and I'm sure Avoca Travels will deliver just that as well. Make it unforgettable, make it thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyable. And also, when one looks at it from a monetary perspective, you know, uh, relatively cost effective if one compares what you would be actually paying for a holiday. Sometimes it actually costs you more money to go in December to Cape Town than going to Turkey. And this is all inclusive. And to tell us more, we're joined by manager at Avoca Travels, Nazira Mohammed. Sister Nazira, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome. And we trust you're having a wonderful Ramadan.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you. Thank you for having me on online. Yes, Ramadan has been well, and like you said, it's passed us by so quickly, so quickly. Gee.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about Turkey. And I know, Avoca travels, Alhamdulillah, from time to time, and obviously coming up with some wonderful, wonderful travel offers. And I'm just looking at the note that has been passed on to me: unforgettable adventure, exclusive group tours, April, May, June, and July. So clearly, Avoca has thought about this a lot. And again, I just want to talk a bit about Turkey because it has become a very, very popular destination for South Africans, especially, and I'm sure from other people from around the world as well.
Yes, yes, that's very true. So there's so much to see and so much to do for the whole family. So even if you're traveling with children, even if you're going for shopping, or whether you're going to learn so much, there's so much of culture, so much of history, and lots to learn for us as Muslims. In terms of the Ottoman Empire, the Byzantine times, the whole history of Anatolia. These are what uh, we cover over on our itineraries.
Well, definitely. In fact, I think what you're saying is very, very true in terms of the rich history. And you speak about the Ottoman Empire. And I know at one point in time, even when you looked at the Netflix series on Etrogrul as well,
Yes,
extremely, extremely popular. And it actually a lot, it brought a lot of that history into our homes, people who actually
yeah.
watched it. And I think subsequently to that, there have been a lot more, and it generated this interest because we know that Turkey was the seat of the Ottoman Empire for many, many years until just over 100 years ago, since it was destroyed.
Mm.
But still, a lot of it is still there, Nazira.
Yes, yes, that's true. So that's why it speaks to us so much more. It's not just a holiday. It's a journey. It's an experience. It's something that we will hold in our hearts for the rest of our lives. So lots of memories, lots to do, lots to learn.
Yes, and also I think a mixture of both, because if you see, you speak about the historical Turkey and you look at the modern Turkey as well, and you've got the best of both as well, because we've seen how Turkey has actually grown when one looks at the cities, looking at Istanbul as well, how it has everybody, and it just makes it an enjoyable experience. And also, I would say relatively, if we look at it from a cost point of view as well,
Mm.
it's not that expensive.
No, no, it isn't. In fact, firstly to mention, like you said, there's so many different cities. So we have a good variety, I would say, of either doing a coach tour or doing what we like to call a free and easy tour, which means you visit a few cities, and over those cities it's you just have accommodation, and you are able to view those cities at leisure. So like you said, while there's so much of history to see and do, that can be done on the coach tours. And where you can do the holiday more at leisure is can be done on our free and easy concept. So that differentiates us and makes the pricing, like you mentioned, so much more better. So the tours start from say 24,997, and then they vary depending on which month you're traveling and which type of tour you're taking.
Right. Let's talk about, obviously this is a tour, it's an adventure, it's basically everything all in one. And speaking about exclusive group tours, let's just
Mm.
talk a bit about these group tours. What can people expect during these tours?
So the tours are based on a minimum of say 10 people traveling. So it's not a group tour of a large group tour where you all squashed in a coach. It's a nice comfortable size where you have good company traveling in an air conditioned coach towards through the different cities. And then you're visiting Istanbul, uh, Cappadocia, Pamukkale, Kusadasi, Çanakkale, so many different cities depending on which departures you're looking at. So that's what makes it different and exciting. And yeah,
Okay, let's just, obviously we've got different packages, as you mentioned. Let's just go a bit
yeah.
through these packages and, in terms of what these packages actually include, can they offer? Because I know, hotels, we're talking about flights, we're talking about food,
Mhm.
all of those type of things as well. So just take us through the packages and, for people interested in obviously taking on these packages, what can they expect?
Okay, so if you're looking to leave straight after Ramadan, so we have something on the 24th of April, returning on the 4th of May, and that's on Turkish Airlines. So it's direct from Johannesburg, which makes it very convenient, and it's a free and easy tour. So it's based on our concept of where you have a flight and you have accommodation and breakfast in at least three cities. So it's Antalya, Pamukkale, and Istanbul. So that's very nice for someone who wants to just tour at leisure, do their own um, shopping, um, and just the basic services are provided, and the rest you're welcome to explore on your own. And then we have our other tours. If you're looking something to travel in June, which is very good for Turkey because it's their summer, so it's the busy season. It's the popular season. There we have tours starting from 26,997, um, and those are our grand tours. So you're looking at visiting areas like Bolu, Cappadocia, Antalya, Pamukkale, Bursa, and Istanbul. So here too, while there is shopping available, touring, there's sightseeing as per our itinerary. So we have a full itinerary that we can forward to you. Once you inquire with us, you can read it, go through it. You will see that Avoca is offering something different in the market. We're covering those areas, like I mentioned, Anatolia, which has so much of history and so much to learn from. Um,
Yeah, and in fact, you know what? Also, I know Avoca is now a well-known brand. Alhamdulillah, you've been for a very, very long time in the travel
the,
industry. So it is a well-known, it is a very trusted brand as well. So it gives one, all the confidence, especially, getting. Yeah, I'm sure you've negotiated the best possible prices, both from
Yes,
as far as the complete package is concerned, in terms of flights, in terms of hotels, in terms of transfers, whatever that is included in the package, meals or whatever it is. I'm sure all of that homework has been done, and
correct.
this is the reason why when I talk about value for money, and when you're speaking about June and July, ideal opportunities to go as well, because it's when the summer comes in, and I'm sure it must be exceptional. It must be beautiful out there in summer being in Turkey.
Gee, yes, it is. It is. So these dates have been chosen since we've had not even months of planning. We would say years of planning. They are tried, tested. The hotels have been all used before, perfectly centrally located. So these itineraries are just not a trip to Turkey. It's something that someone, you could say, handmade, tried it, been there, done that, and then we've put it together with lots of thought, and then put it forward. Yeah.
Well, Alhamdulillah. In fact, it's very, very encouraging. And also, for people obviously wanting to take on this opportunity, I'm sure you've got your website. There are people that they need to contact.
Gee.
But just before we get to that, I know, look here, Turkey and South Africa has got quite a close relationship. We've got many people from Turkey that are here in South Africa. And I'm sure that the Turks are equally receptive when South Africans actually tour Turkey as well. And I'm sure, that relationship must be quite good so that tourists actually feel the warmth, they feel at home, and they actually feel welcome in that country.
Gee, that's true. In fact, whenever we have a group tour that travels, we create this WhatsApp group, and all the travelers are on that group. And the person who's with you throughout the tour, the guide, is also on that group. So it becomes more of a, like I said in the beginning, like a memory. You travel with all these people, you travel with, or you come to know or learn or uh, meet these people from Turkey, and it stays with you. It becomes a long term family like adventure. Yeah.
No, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All right. Okay, so now let's talk. We've spoken about the tours. We see there. You said this one is leaving now in April, immediately after
Gee.
Ramadan. You've got a tour that's coming up in May. Then you've got
Mhm.
your tours in June and July, which is catering for the summer months as well. So let's just talk about people who are interested. What do they need to do? Is there anything that they specifically need to know about? And obviously, what are some of the requirements so that they get in touch with you?
Gee, okay. So travel to Turkey is very, very easy in terms of the visa. It can be done online for free, and we charge a small admin fee if you would like for us to do that. You get your visa almost immediately. Insurance is important to take, so we can always give you a price on that separately. And if you are interested in the tours, then you can just simply WhatsApp us or email us or call us, and all we would need is your passport, and that's basically it.
Wow, as simple as that, and in
Gee,
no time, one can actually plan an entire holiday. Alhamdulillah, sounds very,
Alhamdulillah.
very good, Nazira.
Gee,
Inshallah. But
sure.
okay, just before we take leave of you, there's one thing that I always say, when I'm away in another country, food, Turkish food. I'm sure
Hmm.
there one will never ever make a mistake, because we've had Turkish food here in South Africa, and I'm
Gee,
sure there's
yes.
a lot better
I
out
think
in
it's so popular amongst South Africans that there are so many new and upcoming restaurants here in Durban, Joburg, Cape Town. So it's very popular. So uh, dining or experiencing their cuisine in Turkey, I'm sure will be so much more pleasant. Um, and what's good is that our tours include dinner in certain cities. So that's included for you. So it makes it convenient. And in a city like Istanbul, we don't provide the dinner only because it's so easy accessible to get dinner from a restaurant, and our clients like to go and dine on their own in cities like Istanbul, because it's so easy available. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I wonder, Nazira, if I did the right thing by raising the issue on food, because you and I are both fasting, but it's fine. Obviously, we need to get all that information. But you mentioned flights, all flights will be on Turkish Airlines. Am I right on all the tours?
So we have certain departures on Turkish airline and others on other airlines like Etihad.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Ji.
Okay. So some on Etihad as well. So that will go via Abu
Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi. Ji.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. No, brilliant. Okay. And all of it is on your website, Nazira?
Yes, correct. On our website, on our social media pages, and just click away. If you WhatsApp us, we will forward everything to you.
Well, Jazakallah khairan so much for that, Nazira, and it's been an absolute pleasure having you on and talking about this exciting adventure and this tour that is arranged by Avoca to Turkey. Alhamdulillah. In fact, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be unforgettable, and I'm sure, inshallah, with the prices on
Inshallah.
offer as well, that many people will take on this offer, and we will touch base, I'm sure, at some point in time again. But for now, we thank you. We say Jazakallah to you for taking time out and sharing what you have with us, the tours to Turkey in April, May, June, and July, together with Avoca Travel. So all the best to you. And also for the rest of the month of Ramadan, we wish you all the best, inshallah, and to everybody else
Inshallah.
at Avoca Travels.
Inshallah. Jazakallah. Thank you for having me on, and for the listeners to listening. Jazakallah. Thank you.
Ameen, ameen.
Um,
Assalamu alaikum.
wa alaikum salam.
Nazira Mohammed, manager at Avoca Travels, brings us straight on, close on to 5 p.m., where we got Sheikh Zakir from India. He is a writer, he's a journalist based in Bangalore, Sheikh Zakir Hussain. And we're talking about India, the political landscape in India, the anticipated elections that will be taking place starting off in April, on April the 19th. I know the Indian elections take a long time, but there are a number of issues. This is a country that boasts to be the world's largest democracy, but is this really the case? We'll find out more after this.